the issue with MBS, who is basically the crown prince of Saudi, during this visit in Riyadh in December 2022. It then met with Iranian president. It met with the Iranian president in Beijing in February 2023. Intense discussion between Iran and Saudi Arabia followed, during which the two sides agreed to bury the hatchet and normalize relations for both countries. Iran personal intervention was critical. Both long-standing political, economic, economics with Beijing and the Chinese president was therefore able to act as a trust broker between them. If the
A
deal
trust
is
broker.
Yes, if the deal is fully implemented, Tehran and Riyadh will be closely aligned once more. It was only in 2016 that diplomatic ties between the countries were severed after a mob torched the Saudi embassy in Tehran. Now, according to the new agreement, both sides will reopen embassies. That's a big fucking deal, and the Saudi government will end its support for Iran International Television Channel that Tehran holds responsible for domestic dissent. Both sides will uphold the April 2022 ceasefire in Yemen and begin work on formal peace agreements to end civil war in that country. Iran will cease supplying the Houthis with the Houthis rebels with arms that persuade them to halt their missile attacks on Saudi Arabia. In addition, the deal calls for enhanced economic and diplomatic ties between Iran and the GCC countries, and for Iran and the Arab partners to begin discussing and building a new regional security framework. So China just did what Joe Biden campaigned for. They just did exactly what Joe Biden campaigned for. And let me tell you something. When I read this, I'm gonna just tell you my reaction when I first of all, it was steps for me this week. It was steps. First, I was freaking out about the fact that Saudi Arabia and Iran are actually talking. If people know the history between these two countries, they don't like each other. It's like comparable to the dispute with the border that India has with China. And also, honestly, it's more worse than the blood feud that India has with Pakistan. I think that's a better example. People should read up on that. So it's literally embarrassing for the United States government to not be a part of these talks to help lead peace when their policy and their weapon sales are a part of the reason why millions are dead in the Middle East, because they said they were to bring peace to the Middle East. So we spent